want to invite Dawa Tsering, the campaign manager of Tibetan community in Britain, to say a few words. Dawa Tsering, please.
We gathered here right now in front of 10 Downing Street. The person who occupied this house is one of the most important person in the United Kingdom. He's the leader of nation, and I, on behalf of Tibetan community, wish our Prime Minister all the very best. I can see him for next 10 years in this house. So which means we will see you again and again, and fact is the story of Tibet is not good. So we are here to remind our Prime Minister the story of Tibet is getting worse, worse and worse. It's been 61 years now. Story of Tibet. Today, right now, Tibet is locked down. Lhasa has become a war zone. Troops, tanks, Chinese armies. That's real Tibet, what's happening inside Tibet. No one can go in, no one can come out. And we who live in the free country, it's our duty to speak up. And I would love to appeal to our Prime Minister, please speak up, stand up for Tibet. I would like to remind our Prime Minister, we Tibetan and Britain, in history, we used to have a very, very good relation. 1904, Francis' young husband expedition to Tibet. He was there with his troops for more than 6 months. They made a treaty. Treaty is called Anglo-Tibetan Treaty of Lhasa. The treaty was signed between Great Britain and independent Tibet. After 10 years, there was another treaty in Shimla Agreement, 1904. Henry McMahon signed that treaty in Shimla with the Tibetan, independent Tibet at that time. And the treaty was the demarcation of line between Tibet and India. At that time, Tibet was free. So Great Britain knows very well, they have experienced the fresh air of independent Tibet. We used to have a very good relation. But things changed in 1949 when communists became a power. When they invaded our country, we get bullied. That's what you rightly said, Tim. We got bullied. Bullied by a big nation, a crazy lunatic leaders. The most peaceful people on earth got bullied by most horrible leaders in the world. That's what happened. So now the China is playing a new game. The game of choosing a next Dalai Lama. China being atheist, religion is poison for them. They destroyed more than 99% of monasteries. They destroyed more than 98% of monks and nuns. And more than 3 million Uyghurs still in concentration camps. And their crime is because they believe in Islam. So the religion abuse done by Chinese atheists, now they are showing interest in next Dalai Lama. They want to choose the reincarnation of 15th Dalai Lama. They are going crazy. It's a joke. For them to do that, first Xi Jinping needs to choose the reincarnation of Mao Zedong. Or they need to find the reincarnation of Deng Xiaoping. How can they do that? So I would like to appeal to our Prime Minister, please send a clear message to Xi Jinping to stay away from reincarnation, to stay away from next Dalai Lama. Xi Jinping, back off from reincarnation. Xi Jinping, back off from reincarnation. Xi Jinping, Xi Jinping, Xi Jinping, Xi Jinping, Xi Jinping, Xi Jinping! Only and only the great 14th Dalai Lama has the right to choose the next Dalai Lama. No other authority has, no other Chinese leaders, no one has any authority. So I appeal again to our Prime Minister, just like Americans and Canadians government, please send a clear message to Xi Jinping. Now next, I would also like to appeal to whole world leaders and our Prime Ministers, our MPs, please, it's been 61 years. We Tibetans believe in non-violence. Our struggle is struggle-free with hatred. We don't hate Chinese. They are just like our brothers and sisters. Our problem is with the Chinese Communist government, their regime, their guns, their tanks. For more than 61 years, we have a very, very special leader, His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. Under his leadership, our struggle has been very, very non-violence, peace, ahimsa, compassionate. So we are ready for dialogue. Tibetans are ready for dialogue. So we would love to appeal to our MPs, our Prime Ministers, our community, our world community leaders, please initiate a dialogue with Xi Jinping and our envoys of Dalai Lama. We want dialogue. We are ready for dialogue. It's high time. It's time to resume the dialogue. It's time to resume the dialogue. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time to resume the dialogue. Dialogue is the only way forward. And we Tibetans, our leaders, we believe in this. We just want Chinese authorities to learn. The only problem with Chinese authorities right now is they don't understand the language of peace. They don't understand the language of peace. I don't know. There is something wrong with the Chinese leaders. There is something called in our brain which we use for common sense. That part of the brain in Chinese leaders are missing. We need to fix that first. They don't have the sense of common sense or the sixth sense. They don't have that. I don't know, maybe being an atheist, I don't know. And one thing also I'd like to remind our friends and our leaders, Xi Jinping, his dream for becoming a leader for his life is failing now. He is losing his grip. He is failing. For 6 decades, he and his troops tried to destroy Tibetan rich culture, Buddhism, tried to destroy Tibetan language, tried to erase Tibetan culture, Tibetan as a race. He failed. He has all the time, all the power, he couldn't do it. We exist. Our struggle is still alive. He failed in that. He is also failing in 3 million Uyghurs. He's been saying educational camp, vocational camp. The fact is they are in a concentration camp. They are suffering. World knows about it. He is losing his game. Now recent coronavirus, I don't want to talk much about corona, but he is the one who couldn't handle it. He is losing his game. So my message to Xi Jinping is, Xi Jinping, your time is up. Xi Jinping, your time is up. Xi Jinping,
Your time is up.
Xi Jinping,
Your time is up.
Xi Jinping,
Your time is up.
Xi Jinping.
Your time is up.
And lastly, I would like to thank each and every one of you who are here, being a weekdays, Tuesdays. You all made it. We're a bit worried how many will turn up, but we got more than 200. That's great. Thank you very much for everyone who came here. And very, very special thanks to Tim and all our Western friends, our Japanese friends, all the friends who are non-Tibetans, but they're friends of Tibet, they're friends of non-violence, they're friends of democracy, they're friends of truth. Your support means a lot for us. We are going through one of the darkest periods in our time, in our history, and your support really means a lot for us. Your support is the hope for our brothers inside. Thank you very much for each and everyone for coming, for your continued support. Thank you very much. And I would like to remind you, we Tibetan, our struggle, Tibetan struggle, our tug of war is between power of truth and power of gun. No matter what, we remain non-violent. We believe in truth. Truth is our weapon. Truth will prevail. With right time, with right support, with right awareness, truth will prevail. Power of gun, we saw in the histories, it won't last. It won't last. Right now, maybe, but the future is for truth. Truth will prevail. Truth will prevail. And finally, I'd like to express our love and prayer for His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, for his good health and long life, and may all his wishes come true. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Long live! Long live! Long live!
Dalai Lama!